Hi everyone, I am Johnnyman and welcome back to another episode of Stoneblock 2, this super modded version of Minecraft where we've been doing a lot of exploring, doing a bunch of quests, lots of chickens, and lots of fun stuff, exploring all the machinery, and yeah. So, as you can probably tell, there's been a bunch of changes since the last episode, so I think we'll just dive right in and I'll show you what we've done. Alright, as you can see, I have expanded out the wheat growing operation, mainly for seeds for the chicken production because they are eating a lot of seeds. And I've been playing around with a bunch of machines, and yes, we've got some crystals floating in the air. I'll explain some of this as we go along. But yeah, I've been playing a lot with machinery and power sources and all that kind of stuff, so I have a lot of cool things to show you. I've also expanded out this area over here to have kind of a little tree farm as it were. Oh, look, I forgot to plant some saplings here. So that's another new thing here too. We'll show you that. And we got some machines there too. And a little bit of tuning up or cleaning up down here. I've actually got all the machines in a row and we've got them all connected and powered. So yeah, there's a lot of little things to show you. Then I think we might see if we can't go off and go back to that cave we were exploring. Wondering if the creepers might have despawned by now. But I think we're going to go prepared. We'll probably make a bow and arrow. Or at least a bow and some arrows. I don't know how much feathers I actually have now. That's a good question. Okay, so we can make some arrows. So we'll just kind of get some of this right now so we're ready to go. All right, let's start down here. So I did a little bit of cleaning up and started doing a little bit of organizing too. So if you remember, we had some of the machines around this. We'd made a draconic evolution. From the draconic evolution set, we made this generator. And it was generating a bunch of cool power, and it was helping power things because we found that obviously things like the sag mill would go a lot faster if it had the full power. And as you can see, the power bar is nice and full, and I'll explain why that is. Yeah, so everything was around it, but again, that limited how many machines we could have without having to build and put out too many more generators. Well, so I did some digging and found out that we could make these energy conduits. And so initially, I'll explain this. I didn't have this here, but if you can see them behind, they're all kind of connected. So I started with just this machine, the generator, and we got a line stringing, so all these machines have power. So if we can you can see there's the power connecting them all. So I was using that to organize these and power all these, which has been very, very helpful. As I've been progressing and doing some machines, I've had to make some other things like this metallurgic infuser and played around with a crusher. I don't remember if I had that before. I just made the sag mill, which is an upgrade to the simple sag mill. We'll talk about that. So I found that using this power with all the conduit in behind, I powered all these things. So it kind of made things nice and organized. So I did a little bit of searching and digging and found out that I can make this tank here. It's actually a water condensator. And so it's like a big barrel, but if you put source water blocks around it, so obviously the cold water will condense on the inside and create water, and then I can pump that water into these barrels, and it fills up pretty fast. And then by the time I got most of this ready to go, that's when I discovered that I could make latex chickens. And so they pump out the plastic bits that I need. These things right here. So the plastic chickens the rubber chickens make those plastic bits for me. So that's pretty cool. So it turns out I don't need this fancy machinery after all. I've just kind of moved it around and left it in place. It looks kind of cool, so we'll just leave it there for now. And part and parcel with that too is now I have this block placer, and it needs power. And so we have a little power thing here. I'll talk about that. But what the block placer does is, if I load it with blocks, when this disappears, this will automatically put a block in its place, which will then keep this going to produce latex. So if we see that it's slowly pulling the latex out, and eventually this will start to crack and this will fall apart. Once it's empty, this will put a block in, and this whole cycle just keeps going. And part and parcel with that is I was playing around and figured out how to make this power. So this was a thermoelectric generator. Took a bunch of copper and a bunch of other materials, but if you put opposing temperature things, so obviously water and lava or fire and ice and that kind of thing, it will generate power, thermoelectric power. And then I can pump that power right into my unit, and you can see it's nice and full. And this will make more power if I were to do on the opposite sides the same thing. If I put lava here and water here, then this would generate even more power. And you'll see I did that actually down here, just as a means to keep these things always powered. So I've got, behind that block there, I've got water. So I've got double lava and water here, And so this generates a good amount of power. So I don't need to feed coal into this generator anymore. This is enough to power my machines. And when they use up the power, yes, they'll eventually go down, but if I leave it for a little bit, they'll power right back up again. So that's pretty cool. Lots of cool machines there. I'm saving the coolest thing for the end here. So we did that. We've expanded this out. Got a machine here. I'm going to talk about that machine over here too. This is a plant gatherer. And so what I've also done is I've made this range extender. So let's just do this. So if I turn this on. So this plant extender, you'll see it's showing this is what it will do. It will harvest plants within this area. Well, that's not that economical because you know what? There's nothing growing there. But you could make these different levels of range extenders. So if we put this +9 range extender on, now you'll see the area. So any plants within this area, it will automatically harvest. And that goes all the way back to here. So what we can do is when this gets power, this will then automatically start processing the trees, and you'll see it'll gather up the saplings, it'll gather up the logs, and any of the apples and fruit and stuff that falls from it. So that's pretty cool. And what this process also does is it creates this stuff called sludge. Now, I did go and make a sludge refiner because that's a way of taking the sludge out and eventually turning it into other things like dirt, but I have other ways of getting those materials. So I found out you can make this thing called a nullifier. And basically anything you put in here just ceases to exist, disappears completely. So boom, there, that cobblestone no longer exists. So it's just a way to get rid of things that you don't want. So by hooking it up again with our item transfer node, or our fluid transfer node, sorry, and our transfer pipes, that'll just suck up the sludge that gets created from this harvesting process and just get rid of it. So I don't have to worry about it. So that's really, really cool. So now I want to talk about this. And yes, I'll talk about these in a second. So I did the same thing over here. So I have this automatic plant gatherer. So if you look, you'll see it gathers the entire area of wheat. And when it does, it'll go gather the wheat and the seeds. Okay, so that's great. So provide this with power, it'll eventually do that. Well, underneath here, let's go take a look. I've got another machine. This is called a plant sower. And what this will do is the same sort of thing. I've got an extender on it. It will then plant seeds in anything immediately above it in the range that I've given it. And that range is also the same range as this was doing. So these two machines, when they get power, this will harvest everything, and that one below will start planting seeds. The only thing I have to do is grab the seeds out of here and put them in the chest, because this chest is fed right there. All that pipe goes and feeds all the seeds into our plant harvester. Now, I know there are other machines I could put a filter on here so that it would grab only the seeds and put the seeds in the chest and then push those seeds out. It's something I could do down the road. And again, as it generates sludge, I have a nullifier to get rid of all that sludge. So how is this getting powered? Like there, you see, I have no generators. So this is where I found these. I was able to make a wireless energy crystal. And you can see it's connected to a bunch of things. So I don't have the tool to do it. I had to make a special wrench. And so the special wrench allows you to bind things. So this is bound to our plant harvester and our seed planter, so that when it gets power, it sends power to those two things. Well, where is it getting its power? Well, I've got one of my the generators here where I feed it coal, and this little node on the top will then send power. And so I've put that to send power to this crystal, because you have to go from crystal to crystal. And so that'll put power here, and then that'll send power to that one, the one underneath, and that actually sends power all the way to that one. So when I power this up, everything's going to come to life. It's going to automatically start harvesting those. This is going to automatically start harvesting the trees, and the planter underneath will automatically start repopulating the seeds. So let's do this. This is so cool. It needs quite a bit of coal, so actually I'm just going to feed it to 22. So here we go. Let's just watch. So there, now you can see it's sending power. And you can see it's sending power there, and it's sending power underneath. And let's go. Let's watch this. There we go. There we go. See? It's harvesting away for us. Look at that. That is so cool. Right? And eventually the machine underneath will start planting seeds in here. So we'll come back in just a second, and we'll go over here and we'll see. Oh, there we go. So see, yeah, it is showing that the power is there. We're just not getting any power to it right now. Oh, there we go. There's the seeds are being planted. These things might be taking all the power right now. Whoops. Gotta be careful with that. I can link things that I don't mean to. But we can take a look and see, this tells you that this crystal is going to the wireless crystal. We can take a look at the wireless crystal, and it's going to the plant gatherer, the plant sower, and another plant gatherer. And you can see this one's not getting any power right now because these things are taking all of the power. That's okay. We let this process go, and then it'll start powering this one over here. All right, you know what? I think we're going to head back, and let's just see what we can find back in that cave. Okay, so this is where the creepers were over here, and yes, or were they over there? Oh, they were over here, and they have despawned, so that's pretty cool. Oh, and I just realized that we've come, and my torch wand is going to be going out soon. I think I'm going to be out of torches soon, so I'll just make some so I've got them. Have to do it the... Oh, okay. It's just... Oh, I see. You loaded up with the torches. I never even noticed that. Oh, okay, perfect. All right, so we're not out of torches. I thought it had a finite number of torches itself. Okay, let's just get some light around here. Cool, cool, cool. What do we got up here? Bunch of torches from when I was chucking them at the creepers. Cool, let's just keep on exploring. See what we've got in here. Oh. There we go. Wasn't sticking. There we go. Let's light this place up a bit. Oh, it doesn't want to stick onto the grass. Interesting. There. Okay, I do hear a skeleton. Yep. Oh, and it's a mini skeleton. Oh, I don't like those mini skeletons. Come on. Yes, but I've got diamond armor now, so... Get back here. Get back here. Come on. Come on. There we go. Oh, they are just annoying. But my diamond armor is helping a lot, so I'm glad for that. All right, cool. So that looks like this little cavern complex has come to an... Oh, I heard a creeper. Where did he fall down from? Yes, I see you, Mr. Googly-eyed Creeper. Oh! There we go. You leave me alone. Where did he fall down from? Was he up here? Maybe he was up on the top of the tree. All right, we are back. We've emptied our pockets. We're ready to go. What I thought we would do is do a bunch of quests here, because there's a bunch of things we can make here and progress along some of these storage quests. So things like basic drawer. So it looks like just we can craft up a basic drawer. So I figured let's do a bunch of these, and then we'll claim all of our rewards, as we've done, kind of been doing at the end of the episodes here. So let's just grab a bunch of sticks, bunch of planks. We got a bunch of wood so that we can go ahead and finish some of these quests. So let's do this. We'll start with, we can make basic drawer. So that was 3 on the top, 3 on the bottom, and a chest. And so there's our basic drawer. All right, so there's the first level. What do we have next? An upgrade template. So what do we do with that? Whoops. Sorry. So an upgrade template. So we take the basic drawer and a bunch of sticks. Perfect. Okay, well, we can easily do that. We take our basic drawer, we surround it by sticks, There's our drawer upgrade. Ooh, a block of sticks. Okay, interesting. It's the things that you, when you leave them in the crafting table, you find out some really cool stuff. All right, there we go. So we've done upgrade 1. What is the second upgrade? So if we put a couple of things of obsidian and the upgrade template. Okay, well, we have obsidian. It's right over, sorry, it's right in here. So we grab a couple pieces of obsidian. Whoops, didn't mean to throw that down there. Come back here. Oh, well, we'll just leave it on us for now. So that was the upgrade template, a couple pieces of obsidian, and the sticks. There we go. Perfect. Next one. Storage upgrade 2. What's this one? Perfect. And I think I'm going to have to make another basic template. Well, we'll see. I may have to make a basic template again. So that was storage upgrade 2, storage upgrade 3, basic template, and gold. All right, so we're going to need to do the basic template, which was the drawers and the sticks. All right, so we have to make drawers again, which I think was a chest with that, and then the basic template I think was that. There we go. Oh, it gives us 2 of them. That's why. There's the gold upgrade. If we put diamonds on either side, there's the diamond upgrade. And I forgot to grab the emeralds. We'll grab the emeralds. And we'll put that around there like that. There we go. So let's take a look. So we've done all of that. That is so cool. I'm curious as to what these things actually are. To be honest, I haven't looked. We've got a lot of quests that we've done here. We've got storage ones we just did. We've got a few or 2 more on the chicken one. Inadvertently did a couple of these a little while ago. And I was just in playing around. I actually did these because I had to make this part for that generator. So I actually have that. So I think we're going to claim these quests, and that'll probably wrap up today's episode. So let's start with our new storage ones. First one, we've got some basic flux storage. Well, remember the power we generate is redstone flux, so I'm wondering if that's just a way of storing power and taking it around with you. That'd be kind of cool. Another simple sag mill. Well, thank you, but we've already got that. That's all right. What have we got now? Cryo-stabilized flux duct. More advanced stuff. This is crazy. Induction smelter we've already got, so that's all right. A generator. Wonder which one that is. It looks very much like the draconic one that we already have. An auto sifter, which we have but don't need anymore. Another generator. Ooh, an 8 times speed upgrade. Very cool. So that's something we can obviously apply to our machines to go faster. The other thing we can do on this quest tree later on is we can do these barrels. I think we should be able to do most of these barrel ones too. Some of these I've been looking at and they involve materials we don't have access to. So I'm wondering if these will be done when we move on to the next level into the end chunk or the end area. But we'll save those for another time. All right, we're done there. Let's go to our chicken quests. I think we only have a couple here. Let's see what we've got. Block of insanium essence. All right. Sure. And another auto sifter. Oh, well, that's fine. Nothing in the cows. We have a couple here. What have we got? A water candle. Interesting. How's my inventory? Oh, okay, I've got lots of space. More building edges. See, we've got a couple of those, and I just don't know what they do. I'm gonna have to look that up. I keep forgetting to look those up. Over here on the draconian ones, simple alloy smelter, we have one of those. And a cobblestone generator. Well, we have another one of those now. You can always use them, you never know. All right, there you have it. We've got some really cool machines, the power grid, the auto harvester, the auto planter. Checked out that cave again, so there's nothing there. So I think we are probably getting fairly close to being able to dig up higher. I don't know if I want to relocate base. I know I said we might go up a little higher and relocate a base, but I kind of like this base. So what I might do is I might just dig up and have ladders coming down here so we can just go all the way back up. But yeah, once we start on the fluid quests or the cow quests over here, I think we'll be able to do a bunch of these here, and I think I want to try to do that, kind of what we did with the chicken quests, and get those all done before we move up and head off to the end chunk, if you want to call it that, and we get to see what happens there, because, you know, the main thing here with these quests is we will have to reach the end, we'll have to make a chicken stick, we have to kill the ender chicken, and kill the chaos chicken. So we've got a couple bosses to deal with, but I want to make sure we're well prepared. And two, we've got these quests here. We can do these. I don't know what these dolls are for, but it'll at least be some more quests we can complete and get some rewards. So I hope you've enjoyed seeing all the cool machines and all the stuff we've done today. If you have, please leave a like. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. I'd love to have you on board. And I look forward to seeing you again in the next episode of Stoneblock 2. Bye, everyone.